Tomoe Gozen vs Joan of Arc, the warrior and the saint. Two worlds collide, and two legends rise. Tomoe Gozen, a woman of the bow, the blade, and the battlefield. Joan of Arc, a girl of visions, a banner, and the will to turn armies. Tomoe Gozen, the legendary female samurai of Japan. Beautiful, fearless, and unmatched in battle. Joan of Arc, the saint of France. A girl who rose to lead an army, guided by visions of destiny. Two worlds collide. The warrior of Japan and the saint of France. What if Tomoe Gozen faced Joan of Arc in battle? Chapter 1. Who was Tomoe Gozen? Tomoe Gozen lived in the late 12th century, during the Genpei War. She served the general Kiso Yoshinaka, and was described in the tale of the Haika as both beautiful and deadly. The chronicle calls her especially beautiful, with white skin, long hair, and great strength. She was a remarkable archer, and as a swordswoman, she was worth 1,000 warriors. One famous tale says she faced a heavily armored enemy general on horseback. She rode forward, pulled him from his horse, and cut off his head as the troops watched in shock. Tomoe was not a symbol invented later. She was a warrior whose name survived the chaos of civil war. Chapter 2. Who was Joan of Arc? Across the world, and 200 years later, Joan of Arc was born in France. She was a peasant girl who claimed to hear the voices of saints. She believed she was chosen to save France in the 100 Years' War. At only 17, she convinced the Dauphin, Charles, to give her command. At Orléans, she lifted the siege and turned the tide of the war. One story tells of her being struck by an arrow, pulling it out herself, and returning to the front to rally her soldiers. Her courage was not in fencing skill, but in unshakable faith. Soldiers followed her because they believed she was touched by heaven. Captured at 19, she was burned at the stake. Yet her death only magnified her legend. She became France's eternal saint. Chapter 3. The warrior versus the saint. Tomoe and Joan lived in different worlds, but both defied them. Tomoe was a master of personal combat. Horseback archery. Sword duels. The art of killing with precision. Joan was not known for single combat, but for her voice, her presence, and her ability to move armies. Tomoe's strength was skill. Joan's strength was belief. Tomoe won through precision of blade and arrow. Joan won through the fire she set in thousands of men's hearts. One conquered with her own hands. The other conquered by making an entire nation believe. Different weapons. Different wars. Same unstoppable will. Chapter 4. What if they fought? So imagine a duel. An open field at sunset. Tomoe with her bow and katana. Joan in plate armor, sword and banner in hand. Scenario 1. Tomoe opens with the bow. A single arrow aimed at a gap in the armor. If it strikes true, the fight may end in seconds. Scenario 2. The arrow glances off. Joan closes the distance. Her armor holds, her sword rises, and Tomoe is forced into close combat. Here, Joan's weight and resilience give her an edge. Tomoe must rely on speed, half steps, and precise cuts to vulnerable joints. Who wins? In pure one-on-one, Tomoe likely holds the advantage. But Joan's power is her refusal to break. Even wounded, even cornered, she would fight until her last breath. It is not a duel of skill alone. It is a duel of spirit. Chapter 5. Legacy of Legends. Tomoe Gozen proved that women could fight as samurai. Her name shows that loyalty, courage, and mastery of arms were not reserved only for men. Joan of Arc proved that faith could move nations. She turned belief into a weapon stronger than any sword. Both carried burdens far larger than themselves. One showed the strength of the individual. The other showed the strength of a cause. Their paths never crossed. Yet together they teach us that legends are not born from safety. They are born when someone dares to step forward. So who wins? That is your choice. Tell us in the comments.